Friends, this story is about a boy whose penis stands after 27 years, and when it stands up, its penis creates terror and makes every girl jump like a donkey. Let's see if he breaks his heart, suppresses it and destroys. But you don't move is a dirty thing and your brother has made a new. Go subscribe him and watch the video too, dude. Do some support to your brother too, and yes my friends, don't forget to like and subscribe. So let's see the story of a 27-year-old boy. The movie begins with this boy Peter, who is a therapist, meaning it treats people who are used to having sex 10 times a day, and today Peter was about to fix the boobs of a girl with big boobs. Oh sorry, meant to do sex therapy. But there is so much energy in this girl's boobs that she wants to touch Peter's cheeks by jumping. The same girl says, "You will write my book," so Peter says, "You are getting so big and fast." Then Peter gives him a book written by him, in which it is written that how to give up the habit of banging, because Peter has not yet stood up and he hates all these things. Peter then goes to his house where his two friends Sweet and Sour are already at home. They both talk to each other. "Today I will play Sour and you Sweet listen to them." Peter also goes to meet his friend Alicia, who was a chef who has a boyfriend Charlie. Charlie was a very busy boy and used to do his own business. Peter tells Alicia, "Alicia, you are a very good cook. You open a restaurant. I will come to get you every day." She says, "Hey food man." After this Peter goes to his father Johnson's. But his mother and father were very upset with him as Peter turned 27 years old. His penis had not stood up yet, and neither did he have a girlfriend because he was not at all interested in sex. Peter's father says, "Son, better than this, you would have been gay. Seeing me and masturbating on my horse, I have become bald and I have played your mother a lot, and your father has become Johnny Sins by playing it." The next day Peter goes to the office where his boss tells him, "The book you wrote against sex is becoming very famous. That's why you will be interviewed, so that along with your sex book, you and our company will also become famous." And after this Peter goes to tell this good news to Alicia, where he learns that Charlie has a breakup with Alicia because Alicia did not let Charlie break the hymen. Peter thinks the same. "I will break the hymen. Now you will not stand up. You will break the hymen." He reaches Alicia in a jiffy. Where Alicia is crying, she tells Peter, "When Charlie rubbed my black butterfly," Peter says, "Never mind. You will get a stronger ruffian than this." Peter thinks in his mind she is me and both get attracted. But Alicia's mood sets in and she starts kissing Peter, which explodes and he runs out, where Peter's head starts hurting wherever he thinks. Alicia sucks poisonous hot. The next day Khatta Meetha goes to pick up Peter. He says, "Get up brother, get up," and they go to play basketball where a boy breaks Peter's testics. "Now brother, you have made my testics disappear," and he faints. Then the sour Sweet takes him to the doctor in a rush, where he says, "Doctor, its eggs broke." That's where Peter says, "The testicles of my peas burst. My peas split." A lady doctor checks Peter's testics scores. She tells the doctor, "Doctor, its testics are smaller than a grain of peas." What to do now? The doctor says, "Quickly bring 2 big testes." When Peter comes to his senses, the doctor says, "Brother, you have a little tactics. There are lotus of peas and there is also a tumor in your pea balls, due to which your penis does not stand because that hormone is not created in your testics, which is in everyone's testics. So your penis remains lying, and that's why you are not interested in sex, and you have written a book about not having sex. We have to remove tumors from your testicles, so that your penis will salute sex." Hearing this, Peter says, Get me up quickly. After this, the operation becomes successful and it is no longer gay. If this man has become a man, then he says that I am gay. I will remove everyone's water, and brother starts masturbation after seeing naked girls. But sadly, his penis does not stand up. After this he says sweet and sour to Peter. Don't you worry, we will stand for you. Then Peter says come. So he says that the koti ki koti will make you shake and fat, but that prostitute tried hard. But brother's dick, seeing the condition of the late, says sour. The next morning it happens that Kamal Bhai is standing full red, although everyone is standing in the morning, but today it has also stood up. Seeing which his father speaks, now my life has stood for my boy. Now he will create a ruckus with all the girls, and his mother is also very happy and he gets shocked. Son understands that the next day Peter goes to his house, then his friend was getting intimate there. Seeing that his penis becomes mad and he goes to masturbation of part. Since then brother has given his 27, the lust of the year was wiped out in 10 days. Peter stands there too. Then he speaks to Alicia on the black hand pump. Blonde condemn blonde butterfly into black hand pump, and hearing this Alicia starts laughing. Then she says Ajara lele gori butterfly swells in one chart I will give. Your hand pump. The next day Peter is interviewing a girl and he cannot handle himself. Starts shaking at the bottom, getting upset because of this. Peter goes to the doctor. Peter says what Iron Man's testicles have been installed. When you stand up, the doctor says, Abe brother, you haven't had sex yet in 27 years and you are standing for the first time, which happens in 12 years of children. You will remain like this until you play someone. Do not take tension. I put Japanese oil in it and slowly its effect will end. Then goes to Alicia to play her, but she was singing some other boy's song, due to which he goes home sad, where he tells his father, I want to have sex now and I can't find any girl. Then Peter's father speaks. Be patient, my life, you will make a big shop. But Peter says, I have to take it now, and he goes on crying. So his mother thinks, now let's get married. What drama is it showing? Next day Mitha talks to Peter, brother, today is the first night of my honeymoon. Means my second anniversary is where I have to press my wife by pressing. If you take care of my children. Peter also says yes. The next day Peter's neighbor tells him, you create an account on Tinder and press and go on making a mare, and Peter does the same. Peter then goes to meet Alicia again, where Charlie is already standing with flowers. Peter looks at Charlie and thinks let's make it crazy. He takes flowers from Charlie and gives them to Alicia and tells Alicia that Alicia is happy seeing this. Let's go crazy, Peter says from now on. Will Alicia agree to go on a date? And Peter is about to get ready for the date when he gets a call from Sweet. Where is your brother left? So Peter says go out, I am going to play my girlfriend. You take a look at yourself, and Peter takes Alicia on a date. Then Sweet also brings his wife. Then Sweet tells Peter, brother-in-law, he is thankful that he has come sour at the end time to take care of my children. Actually the table at which Peter was sitting was booked by Sweet for himself. Peter thinks that Mitha will be busy taking care of her kids, and hence he has come with Alicia, and Alicia gets angry with Peter after knowing all this. She says, listen bae, Charlie had already told me that day that he has brought flowers. I didn't tell you anything because I wanted to see. You are such a great lover. But you have turned out to be a complete mad tramp, and even today the poor man is not able to play Alicia. The next day a girl comes to visit Peter. He also had the same disease that Peter had earlier, says Peter. Now let me correct it, and he is about to